Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we will try to have an introduction to CSS. Being the first class, we will discuss the definitions of CSS, the basic definitions of CSS, and also we will try to discuss the basic syntax that is being used in CSS, and we will try to understand that syntax by using an example. So before going further into the definitions, here is a note for you. This course, the prerequisite for this course is HTML5. If you haven't watched that course or if you don't have any idea what HTML is, you must have a detailed understanding about HTML. So if you want to be a master in web development and if you want to be a master in full stack developer, you should have a solid knowledge in HTML5. And the prerequisite for CSS is HTML5, and the link for that complete course which is available for free at Learning Monkey. So that course link is provided in the description. Please go and watch that content completely and come back here. So coming back to our course, Introduction to CSS3, we are going to understand the basic definitions. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. The purpose of CSS is to beautify our web pages. And what about CSS3? 3 stands for. 3 is the version of CSS. So previously there is CSS1 and CSS2 versions. Now in this course we will try to understand the version 3 of CSS. Now what is the purpose of CSS? The purpose of CSS is to beautify our web pages. Okay, so just recap the content that we have discussed in our HTML5 course, a small recap, so that you can get connected to this course very fast. Okay, now the recap is, so this is the analogy that we have used in our HTML5 course. So what this analogy? So if you go back and try to recap this content, this analogy we use it to understand the technologies of basic HTML. Okay, now for that we have taken the analogy of constructing a house. In order to construct a house, the first step is to structure your house. In the same way, in order to create a web page, the first step is to structure your web page. The structuring of the web page is done by using HTML. And the next step in constructing a house is, after structuring your house, the next step is to beautify your house. Means adding colors to your house and creating false roofing and all that. So beautifying your house. And similarly, if you want to beautify your web page, you need CSS. So that is, we are in this phase of our web page construction where we can beautify, we are going to beautify our web pages. So let's try to understand the basic syntax of CSS. So this is the basic syntax of CSS. Here the terminology that we need to understand is these 3 terminology is very important to understand. So this is what we call it as selector. What is meant by a selector? Means select a particular piece of your HTML. Okay, so that is what we call it as a selector. So these definitions you may not be able to understand. So we'll try to have a just brief understanding of these concepts. So for example, if you want to select all the paragraphs in your web page, and you want to color the text in the paragraphs, and you want to color the text in that paragraph into blue color. So how that can be done is, so the selector is P, and you have to, this is the syntax, all the properties that you want to specify to that particular selector, means paragraph, are embedded within these curly braces. So this is the property. First property that we are trying to understand is color. Color is the property by which we can change the text color. Try to understand this. And the value for this property is blue. Every property is going to have a value. Every property is going to have a value. And here in this case, we are trying to convert the text within the paragraph into blue color. Okay, so let's try to understand this by using an example. Here is our Visual Studio Code. Now, before creating file and try to understand the syntax for CSS, what we will do is we'll try to import the folder. So how to import a complete folder. So this understanding will help you a lot in creating a project. So let's assume that the CSS, this entire concept of CSS will get stored in a folder called CSS3 folder, and which is there on desktop. So how to open that folder here in this Visual Studio Code is, so click on this open folder, desktop and CSS3. So this is the folder. This folder we have used it for HTML5, right? And this folder we are using it for CSS3. So within this folder, so I got that folder into the Visual Studio Code. Now within this folder I want to create a file. How to create a file? So to create a file, we are having this option. So this is the option. So just by clicking it, a new file will get created. I am naming it as introduction. Introduction, and the extension is .html. Okay, so just by pressing enter, this file will get created. Now how to get the, okay, so just closing this, how to get the boilerplate code as we have discussed in HTML. So the boilerplate code, exclamatory mark, press enter. So this is how we are going to get the boilerplate code. And now starting with the body. So what I am trying to do is I am trying to create a paragraph and I want to style this paragraph. So just create a paragraph, welcome to CSS3 course. So I have just created this paragraph and I want to style this paragraph. How that can be done? So there are many ways we can select the elements in the body. One of the way is creating the styles within the head part. So the element that is used to create CSS styling is style. Okay, style is the element within which we can give all the styles that belong to this particular web page. So I have created a style and what I want to select. I want to select all the paragraphs in the web page. All the paragraphs in the web page. So how that can be done? By using selector. What is the selector? There are different selectors. We will discuss about each and every selector in detail in our later coming classes. At this point of time, we are going to select the element based upon the element we are trying to select. What is the element that we would like to select? That is paragraph. So that element name has to be provided and you have to give an opening brace and closing brace. And within this opening and closed curly braces, we have to give the properties. What is the property that we would like to invoke, that we would like to change? We would like to change the default color of the text within the paragraph. So in order to make that possible, the option that we have, the property that we have is color. Color is the property by which we can change the default color. And what color? We will choose the blue color. So just by giving blue color, so the color of your paragraph text, all the paragraph text will get converted into blue color. By default it is black color, right? Okay, so let's see the output, whether we are getting the same output or not. Let's check it. See here, this is what, welcome to CSS3 course, and it is in blue color. Previously, so let's see, what if we comment this all? I commented this all, and the shortcut for this control/. So by this we can comment all the content. Okay, so if you comment this, how it is going to look like? So it will get changed to black color. See here. But if you want to apply, just uncomment this. Okay, let's see this. Let's see the output. Okay, we got it in blue color. Now what we will do is we'll create another paragraph and we'll check whether these styles are getting applied to that paragraph or not. Okay, let's create another paragraph. And the content is, this is free full course. The content is, this is free full course. Let's check that whether this is also getting, yes, this is also getting in the blue color. So this is how we can style the elements of HTML in a very detailed way. There are lots of properties available. We will discuss every possible property in detail with lots of examples. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. If you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. If you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.